Welcome to the home of Bugatti, Bugatti Greenwich, division of Motorcars. We welcome you to the space dedicated to the great Bugatti cars such as the Veyron and the current Chiron family. Here, it's an atelier dedicated here for us in the United States. We're one of the select and original Bugatti partners offering Bugatti for the first time in the reintroduction into the United States. Here we have a space dedicated to the technical engineering of the brand, samples, cars specifically of the past or even the present, and also a meeting space for our customers to come and join, relax, and feel the Bugatti brand here locally. We're also a partner of excellence, one of 2 in the United States and one of 6 globally. So we treat this space almost as a flagship for the United States, as we're one of the premier dealers for offering special Veyrons with beautiful service history, and also think about a car that they would want to commission. Perhaps it's the new Pure Sport, a Chiron Sport, or another special model down the road. Amongst us today are a couple beautiful Veyrons. One is a 2008 Bugatti Veyron 16.4 Coupe, and on my right is the Bugatti Veyron 16.4 Grand Sport, both 1,001 horsepower, 2 very different unique specifications. One is a duotone build, and the other is a solid tone. And when Bugatti first started commissioning cars with customers in the early 2000s, they encouraged that you would follow the tradition of doing a duotone build. Down the road, they kind of bent the rules a bit, allowed people to perhaps do a black, or even like we see, solid white with saddle. Of the 450 Bugatti Veyrons built, 300 were coupes and 150 were open top. Of that iteration, the Grand Sport is actually rarer than the Grand Sport Vitesse with 1,200 horsepower. These were quite sought after, and perhaps the last time that a consumer would be able to buy an open top W16, as Bugatti will not make it on the current Chiron. As I have a great passion for the Bugatti Veyron, I really enjoy seeing the various copies that have been produced. Of the 450 models ever made, only 115 were made as United States and North American specification. And the breakdown within the 115 actually allows you now about 95 cars that are left in the United States, as some cars have been exported to other countries, some may no longer exist. We look and hunt for the world's best Veyrons that we can find. Here at the home of Bugatti Greenwich, we have the opportunity to construct beautiful cars. This is where the conversation begins. Here we today have a beautiful array of samples, exterior samples, and then we have our interior samples. And with that, it's fun to put the pairing together, of various colors to perhaps match, a blue carbon to a beautiful leather, or if you wish to do a solid paint, perhaps we want to pick another color, that would contrast that well in coordination, and then pick an interior, and then we can have a conversation further. But it's quite a detailed process. We have to make sure that we have a success and that the customer is going to be happy with their car. And lighting is also a big component of the beauty of the build. I definitely encourage people to look at the light, for example, with natural sunlight in other atmospheres, because it may look good in here, but seeing it with real sun in different atmospheres is also key. As you got to see a beautiful Vitesse, the car was actually recommissioned in its new livery and color combination. And with that, we started that experience here at the showroom. The car was refinished in the customer's request of matte titanium with a new black leather and a very beautiful kind of light French blue contrast stitch. The inspiration for this car was actually the Devo. The customer is going to get a Devo, thought it'd be proper to match that. So under the body of the wing of the Vitesse, you'll see the French flag. You'll see the French flag as well in the side mirrors. It's kind of fun as we go through this process. We get to create renders for the customers. And here you can see, the car was once perhaps considered we would kind of break up the build of the car with two-tone, but in the end we decided that we would just do a titanium matte. And that's part of the fun, building something and commissioning something. And even allowing ourselves to send a Veyron back to the factory, having those who put these cars back together, who built them from new, ensures that the cars will be built as if they were. So we really are fortunate to have a customer that went along with us on the recommission of a beautiful specification, and we hope you love it, as it's rarely ever been seen and quite new to see stateside. When we begin the process of the configuration of the Chiron, we start going step by step. Exterior, then the interior. Quite fun as we get to look through all the different choices via paint or exposed carbon engine covers, and then it comes down to, on the Chiron for example, there's two wheel styles, Character and Classique. One is optional, one is standard, and then you can just kind of go from there and you have some fun with diamond cutting, painting, and then you can pick out your calipers. I will say it's a pretty cool process, even for me. I really enjoy going step by step with the potential owner, because in the end we're commissioning art. It's a memory, and once this car is built, it will last forever, and it's a legacy that will live on for eternity. When we start the process of a special commission here at the store, we work with a tablet with specific software that allows us to vision what a Bugatti Chiron or Chiron Sport or even a Pure Sport would look like. In here we can make changes to the exterior, the interior, perhaps the center caps or the C-line, which is perhaps this piece here, as well as perhaps the exhaust pipes. So as Bugatti is commissioning all these cars from around the world, the dealers are trained in this special software so that we can produce a PDF, send it to the factory, and perhaps if they need to make another modification to it, they can do so. But here we're encouraged to personalize these cars so that all 500 are unique in their own right. As you gain insight into the world of Bugatti and Bugatti Greenwich, we hope that you can understand that there's a lot of beautiful details and memories that can be created in this beautiful space. And the journey of commissioning a special car is almost as fun as owning it. And we really do cherish when people can come visit us, appreciate these fine automobiles, because when they're here, they're also experiencing a small taste of Molsheim, the factory where the Bugattis are built. But we give great thanks to everyone for watching and to those who love the Bugatti brand. Stay tuned for more, as we're going to feature some really cool Bugatti products that you're going to see here first. Thank you so much.